shoot further services.
Oh, shit. My bad. Sorry.
Like I was saying, welcome to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of April 16th, 2023. I am your host, the big dog Luke Williams. Filling in to my right is the mighty Max Fury.
That's right.
Also in the studio, our editor Big Bad John. Sweet Tea and Special K are here. As you can see,
Where's Sweet? Is Sweet Tea in here?
No, not yet.
Okay. She's
Mr.
not yet.
Our esteemed co-host, Caleb Black, is on assignment. However, I understand that he sent you some things.
Yes, I have received a few postcards. I'm going to share a few of them throughout the show today. Where am I going to look at? I always get confused with this. The camera. Up there. We're going to share a few of those pictures today. Those I think some of them has some writing that Luke has read. I haven't seen the writing on them, but Luke's going to tell us the writing on a few of them.
That's true. I actually did read it.
And then there might be more, next week and so forth. He's going to travel all over the place. That's why he's busy during the week so much, is because we always have him on assignment, traveling all over the world. All over the world.
All over the world, time, space. Wherever we can get him to go, we send him.
Sometimes he goes underwater down. I heard he was searching for Atlantis.
Well, I mean, I know he goes down.
Well, sometimes when you go down, you gotta get right back up. That's just all I've heard.
Well.
Anyway, Big Bad John, how's your Sunday?
Sunday's going well.
Good. You're gonna see some changes to the show today. Some new things we've been working on pretty much all weekend, it seems.
Yeah. To
get today's show ready. So I say, let's get into it. Let's go to our top story. Vince McMahon, as you can see in this general direction up here.
Bitch. What do you do now?
Vince McMahon sent an email to every WWE superstar under contract with the WWE.
He can use a computer.
Let me rephrase that. His assistant sent email to the WWE superstars today saying that Triple H is the sole creative mind over WWE creative, that Vince McMahon has no stroke in running creative anymore.
That was after that week in wrestling last week. Right?
Well, I think it was because of the Monday. Also, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they did the Monday with Vince, and then they did the Friday with Triple H to see which one of the shows got better draw, got better ratings. And of course, it was Triple H's Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, Caleb said he did find Atlantis. Oh.
Correction, he did find Atlantis.
Well, you'll have to send me that postcard, and maybe we can show that one next week.
I didn't think you could get
I haven't gotten that postcard.
I didn't think you could get cell phone service in Atlantis.
Might be new. They're finally evolving with the time.
Are you sure you found Atlantis or Atlanta?
Are you there now?
Or Atlantis?
I found Atlantis
and yes, that question applies as well.
It's ironic, don't you think?
Huh?
No, Vince McMahon sent the email letting everyone know that Triple H is the sole head of creative. Hello, Astrid. So, I mean, good. Maybe Vince finally realizes that creative just ain't for him. Or better yet, creative has nothing for him.
Not anymore, no.
So glad to know that, Oh, hello, Mr. T.
Mr. T is in the house. You don't need a fool.
Not one fool. Not one.
And you know what?
Well, maybe one.
Now you can tell him all those bad things that you wanted to get off your chest.
Oh, wait a minute. Caleb has put in. Oh, wait, no. I found Atlanta. My bad. The hunt continues.
Oh, okay.
I knew he was confused. I didn't know how confused he was. Now we know. All right, let's move on to our next story, John. In more WWE corporate news, Nick Khan has decided that he has also pointed out that Triple H will be the head of creative and all that. But Nick Khan said that for them not to reach back to Vince McMahon while having his ear would be a mistake. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if it were 10 years ago even, I would most certainly agree. Does Vince really have his hit on right now? Like, I think he's done.
Well, see, I get the point that they say, well, you know, we have this creative genius.
His taste is no longer, I don't think is any longer relevant.
I don't think that he knows exactly what he's looking for just yet. However, you know,
as a consultant, I can see that. I can see him, you know, because you can't deny his experience and what he has built and what he has done. And I don't care who you are. It was Vince.
Yeah.
It was Vince.
Well, Vince knows the ingredients to make a show decent enough to be able to watch without.
Right. That's what I'm saying. His business wise and everything, he's definitely, you know, he's got the know-how. He's got the knowledge.
Yeah.
But I don't know if creative is really for him anymore.
Right. I think Vince needs to go home and collect a paycheck.
Yeah.
At least for the next couple years. Now, there'll be a Vince McMahon stuff we'll talk about next week. Caleb has got a lot more information for the Vince McMahon contract negotiation and all that. I don't have that in my notes. He has that in his notes, which I guess are at the bottom of Atlanta.
I would say keep him as like a consultant, you know, when you got some, hey, Vince, I'm not sure about this. Take a look at it. Let me get a different perspective.
Well, and that's the next slide, John. Well, and that brings up Triple H. Now he is what's being called the sole person in creative. Now let Triple H take the ball and run with it as far as he possibly can, because here's the deal. If anyone knows what the fans want to see, it's Triple H. Vince McMahon is stuck in 1994. Right, and then stuck again right at the end of the Attitude Era. Triple H has been in the trenches. He's been in the locker rooms. He's done his tour of duty. Why not give the man his flowers? Triple H has such a mindset for this business that he can take the WWE with this Endeavor and UFC merger. He can take it in a completely different direction. Now, I hear that Endeavor was the people who made the decision for Triple H to be sold. I don't know if Vince McMahon got in trouble with Endeavor over that Monday Night Raw fiasco after Mania.
They just decided they didn't want him to be part of it. Maybe that was there all along.
But that's the belief that Endeavor got a hold of Vince McMahon and made him send that text message to all, or that email to all those wrestlers, and telling that Triple H is the guy to listen to from here on in. Can't blame it, you know what I mean? I mean, we get, sometimes, wait a minute, here we go. Caleb says, I'll provide a full rundown of his corporate duties and limitations once he's out of Georgia. If he makes it out of Georgia.
Not even from Atlanta.
No, Atlanta, yeah, Georgia.
Oh.
All right, hits with the next slide, Big Bad John. David Arquette is in the news again. RJ City revealed in a podcast interview that David Arquette was set to work with the WWE and was, I guess, future endeavored really fast after the light tube incident with Nick Gage. I don't really know why that would have any bearing on David Arquette at all. He was the one that got stabbed. But, you know, I mean, to each their own, I guess. But David Arquette being a part of the WWE, now that the man can actually wrestle, would be nice.
Yeah, I definitely, I'd put my money down.
And maybe will bring us one step closer to getting Jimmy King in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes!
If
Jimmy King
here's the deal.
Is the best wrestler.
He's the best wrestler.
Better than all the wrestlers.
He's got class.
He's really fast.
He's got flash.
He'll kick that ass.
He'll rule that ass.
Rule that ass. I did kind of fuck up. Before you say anything, Caleb, guess I know I kind of fucked up a little bit. Roll ass, not kick ass.
Here's the deal. Who wouldn't want to see David Arquette get his ass whipped on national television?
You know, wouldn't be mad.
Let's be real.
Speaking of Nick Gage, he got new chompers.
I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. Nick Gage got all of his teeth pulled and has chompers, and he looks creepy as fuck.
As opposed to
It's
Before?
creepy stuff.
As opposed to the picture I have later that resembles some kind of song that he looked like before. We'll get into that one. But yeah, David Arquette was set to work with the WWE. Didn't happen. Hello, Jelly Bean. Didn't happen.
Jelly Bean.
That's a shame. There could have been so much publicity over David Arquette. He wanted to come into AEW in the first place when they had the first Scream reboot come out and they killed off Dewey. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah. I know I'm supposed to do that beforehand, but sorry about it. If you ain't seen it by now, don't watch it. It's trash.
Put your hands down and say it.
I don't know if I can do that with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. No, so I guess we don't get David Arquette in WWE. That's kind of upsetting, to be honest with you. I want to see Dewey fight.
Yeah.
Well, he said
I want to see it.
He said that he tried with AEW when that first Scream reboot came out, and AEW cut ties with him too. Didn't want him to promote it. Didn't want to do anything. That's sad. David Arquette is actually pretty good. If you haven't seen any of his wrestling, you should jump on YouTube and check it out. He's actually pretty decent. Let's hit us with the next slide, Johnny. Oh boy.
See, what? All right.
What's new with CM Punk?
What now?
Well, CM Punk has decided that he wants to come back to work.
Oh Lord.
That he's been trying to get a meeting with the Elite, the Bucks, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, to kind of put together y'all stay on your side of the locker room, I'll stay on my side of the locker room. I want to come back to work. Well, the only reason he really wants to come back to work is because All In this year is from London, England. Where is it? Manchester, England. I'm sorry, for wherever Wimbledon is. Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
They're going to do it in Wembley Stadium like WWE did SummerSlam 92. And they've almost sold out half the tickets already for Wembley Stadium.
Really?
It's going to be an interesting show. And if you were CM Punk, wouldn't you want to perform in the first AEW show abroad like that? At that caliber of a...
That kind of... When you burn all your bridges and when you're just kind of a dick...
Kind of?
Nobody wants to work with you.
Well, Kenny Omega bit him. I don't know if you knew that. He's legitimately bit him.
Maybe he was hungry.
Maybe he was hangry.
Hangry. You're right.
Everyone who wants to send their hate mail, send it to
Don't wrestle hangry.
Max is the one you want to send your hate mail to. I love David Arquette. CM Punk, here's the deal. He's a bad guy. They knew he was bad. He was poison for the locker room, but the dude draws money. If the dude's drawing money, the main thing you want is to have him on one of your biggest cards of the year. That's the one in Wembley Stadium.
Isn't that counterfeiting?
Only if you get caught. Let's hit with the next slide, please.
Way to change the subject, man.
Brian Cage. Now, it was reported by us last week that Brian Cage was set to sign a deal with the WWE, and then when the Endeavor merger took place, they have freezed all hiring, and no one's being hired. Brian Cage, as of 2 days ago, just penned a new deal for a 5-year extension on his contract with AEW and Ring of Honor for the next 5 years. So he gave up waiting, is basically what that says to me.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ace still bit a man. Yeah, well, I believe after that he bit a guy in the ring, but I could be wrong. I mean, it is Kenny Omega.
Either way, you just don't wrestle hangry.
You should never wrestle hangry. What does John Wagner have to say?
John Wagner has to say it's because he needs the money because AJ's company isn't doing so hot. What's that referring to?
I'm gonna guess the Punk talk.
Punk coming back.
That's a 2.
Nobody, and I repeat, nobody gives a hot shit about Brian Cage. Well, I mean, that may be a lukewarm shit. We'll never know. Brian Cage has officially signed with AEW, which means the 3 other guys that were looking to come to the WWE might just sign somewhere else. We don't know when the freezing of the higher freeze is going to end. We don't. The best I can say is it'd probably be within the next 3 or 4 months. But if you're a guy who's looking for a place right now, you know what I mean? Your contract's coming up in a different place, and all of this, I would say sign with whoever's going to give you the most money. That's kind of how my personal feelings on it are, but you know, sometimes it happens. All right, we're going to take a pause right here to hit up the socials. You can find us on Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. Be sure while you're on there to like the page. Is also join the Facebook group page,
Right.
Where you get insight on the stuff that takes place during the week.
We encourage everyone to get on the page, but we encourage especially our followers to join the group because you're going to get more information. That's probably going to be on our show. You're going to get more information about our merch sales.
Yes.
Interact our travels all over the place. We went to Raw, and there's pictures from that. You're gonna get a lot more interaction.
Caleb says, looks like Ryback took a shit 5 feet high and gave it steroids. Yeah, that seems up Brian Cage.
Yeah.
You can send us an email from wrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. He has to do this every week, numerous times a week. I feel for you, Caleb. You can also it's terrible, isn't it?
I know, right?
You can find us on our own website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, which is up and running, where you can also access Streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, where you can access the
Merch store!
And at the
Merch store!
You can find new
merch!
See, he does it to me when you're not
Did
here.
Did I do it earlier?
As you can see above us, this is the item of the month. Is a autism awareness t-shirt. Tie-dye, really nice quality stuff. If you continue to check out on there, we have a lot of new items. What's our next new item, Johnny? We have the tank top.
Yes.
Which has been requested by a couple people.
That actual design was done by Caleb, I believe.
Right.
I did it, but he approved it.
So his fingers have touched it, so all you girls who love Caleb, go buy it. What else do we have? Our May drawing.
Yes, that'll be at the end of May.
Yes.
Every dollar you spend or donate to Pro Wrestling Throwdown gets you an entry into our monthly giveaway.
Our merch drawing, so to speak.
Yes.
This month, as you can see, is the Pro Wrestling Throwdown keychain. As you can see, it's great quality. I know a couple people who have purchased them say they're great. You can get one for free with just $1. You know what I mean? Donation.
Yeah.
Or spend something. Hey, you never know. Free merch is free merch. What else we got, Johnny?
Oh, hitting the wrong buttons.
Until May 8th, we still have the Pro Wrestling Throwdown
Which is my mama's birthday.
It is your mama's birthday.
Coincidentally.
On,
May 8th.
I know what you can buy her for her birthday. Some nice Pro Wrestling Throwdown flip-flops.
Yeah.
They're good just in time for the beach, just in time for tanning and all that good stuff. It'll be a lot of fun, and they're comfortable.
Everything she likes to do.
Damn, I just bought a keychain. Now I gotta buy a tank top too. LOL. They're very good, very comfortable.
We have women's tank tops on there as well. I think I'm gonna make another one.
Also, we have new Pro Wrestling Throwdown slides in men and women's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we have a lot of new stuff. So be sure to join. To check us out, Streamlabs.com.
Go to Streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
Or go to ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
And check out all our new merch.
That's right. That's all new
merch!
Also, if you're into this thing called TikTok, you can find us at Pro Wrestling Throwdown 1 at TikTok. So, join us on all of our socials.
These really, really well. We don't know all of them.
I never remember anything. I never remember anything. All right, let's get back to the slides,
Caleb.
So, next story, there's Brian Cage. Next story.
Brian Cage.
Next week on SmackDown, the undisputed Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, takes on Xavier Woods in Xavier Woods' first ever shot at the Intercontinental title. Xavier Woods called himself the hottest free agent come the draft. And that he wanted a chance to prove to himself and to everyone else that Xavier Woods can be Intercontinental Champion. Let's see. Jesus, you shield the socials like old people. Fuck.
He is old.
What do you want for nothing?
Yeah. You're in Atlanta. If you were here, you could do it the way you do it, but I have the microphone. So you'll listen to everything I have to say.
So
So, don't drink, don't smoke. Or something. Anyway.
I think it'd be a great match. There's no way in hell he's
It's gonna be a great.
It's going to be a great match.
He's not
No
going to
way in
beat
hell.
Gunther, though.
No.
I don't see Gunther
I
being
think
beaten
it'd
for
be
a
a
while.
match.
But it will be very entertaining. And then in 2 weeks on SmackDown, which we don't have a graphic.
We're going to talk more about Gunther later.
Yes. Mr. Paul Heyman said on SmackDown that in 2 weeks' time, when the draft starts, it will be on SmackDown, we will get the rematch from WrestleMania. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defending the Undisputed Tag Team Championships against the Usos in 2 weeks on SmackDown, which also, like I said, coincides with the draft.
Yeah.
So, we've got a lot of title matches coming up in the next couple weeks. A big shakeup with the draft. Could we see Xavier Woods go somewhere else?
Split up the Usos?
They could split up the New Day. They did it to the
So,
New Day.
Question.
Yes.
Are we going to talk about Paul Heyman's promo from the other night?
Yes.
From Raw? Or...
No. On SmackDown, he was telling Kevin
SmackDown.
Owens and Sami Zayn that he was standing behind them and he was telling them Roman Reigns is
tired of you.
Tired of you
too.
Yes.
Of you,
You
too,
too.
while looking at the Usos, but pointing at Sami and KO.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see where we go. We're going to see a lot of teams split up. We're going to see a lot of new faces, different places. Also, LA Knight, who's been favored to win the Money in the Bank this year.
No.
So, should be interesting to see where he goes. See if Bray Wyatt's going to come back. Well, what we got here? Gunther will retain, of course. Thank you, Wolfie. Welcome again, my man. John says, when the dog's hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
No, not really.
A little bit.
No.
I liked it.
That's 3, by the way.
Okay. Well, I said 12, so we're far off. All right, let's hit us with the next slide. Big Bang. It has been discussed that the third hour of Monday Night Raw is going to be reorganized and rewritten to do something more edgy with the third hour of Raw.
You mean like what everybody wants?
Well, no, we can't give them what everybody wants. I'm not.
No, there's not enough for me to go
I don't
around.
breathe that way.
Oh.
There's enough of you to go around 4 or 5 different times and still have some left. Caleb feels it from Atlanta right now.
Can you feel it now?
Welcome, Rachel.
Caleb.
Her
Hey,
beauty
Rachel.
rest. Monday Night Raw's third
She missed
hour.
a lot.
They tried to do Raw Underground last year. Or a year before last, somewhere around there. Where Shane McMahon basically had like a street fight kind of thing taking place.
I liked it.
I enjoyed it. We got to see a whole bunch of new professional wrestlers and talent drop in there. Dabba-Kato, for one, almost.
Yeah.
They single-handedly made Riddick Moss look strong. Dolph Ziggler had something to do every week. The Raw Underground thing was great. I don't necessarily think we need that again. If you want to go edgier, that's fine. Find a different way. Find a different way to do it, however you can. But the third hour Raw will be changing. You want me to give you? We'll give a sum up of Monday Night Raw this week.
I don't know if you want to or not.
That's fine. We had Rey Mysterio to open. Now, Monday Night Raw this week was almost preemptively stopped due to weather.
Yeah, they opened up with Michael Cole saying that there was flight delays and that like half the
roster wasn't
staff
there.
and the roster might have got there yet.
Dominic comes out to the worst mushmouth promo that he's ever done so far. I think he said something along the lines of
Keep
your name
out of my mouth.
No, it was keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't get mouth all the way up before he tried to.
Which built to Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor, with Finn Balor taking the win. Lita is attacked backstage. No one knows how. No one knows why. It is then switched up to the tag team title match. Will now be Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. In the end, Trish gets to go for the Trish kick. Is rolled up from underneath by Liv Morgan. 1, 2, 3. We have new women's tag team champions, your favorite wrestler in particular. And then they proceed to do a 12-minute dance back and forth.
I can't stab you on camera. I wouldn't do that.
To which Trish turns on Becky, to which Ray Charles could have seen coming. It was bad. I called it months ago that this was going to take place. So we have
it was horribly done.
Becky and Trish for SummerSlam this year. I think that's where they're going to build for that. King of the Ring this year has also been deactivated to give to WWE Night of Champions, which will fall in Saudi Arabia, which will also fall on the 1000th day of Roman Reigns' title reign. Anyway, after that, we have Bayley talking about having a meeting in the back and getting herself into the triple threat match for the women's number one contendership. Dakota Kai and Io Sky are like, no, you've already had your chance. It should be one of us getting this match, not you. So she goes back in. She gets it for Io Sky, who ends up going into the threat later in the night against Piper Niven and Michin, otherwise known as Mayim, and winning the number one contendership, which will take place, I'm pretty sure, next week on Raw, will be Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Pretty sure that's what they advertised. I could be wrong on that. Don't hold me to that. Paul Heyman then cuts the promo of his life, as he always does. It was fantastic. Then we go to a Cody Rhodes promo, where he comes out, says he had the biggest loss of his career at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar come out, agreed to be a tag team with Cody Rhodes to take on the Tribal Chief and Solo.
Turned on him. It doesn't. It doesn't. Not that big deal.
Yeah, turns on him.
Turned on him and beat the holy hell out of him. That any normal man probably would have been on the injured list for a couple weeks.
Yes, but I mean, this is Cody Rhodes.
But it is Cody Rhodes. But anyway, we're going to talk more about that later on in bullshit. So just remember that. In
the main event, Solo Sikoa wrestled Kevin Owens. Due to interference with the Usos, Solo Sikoa gets the win. Solo is on right now is on a hell of a streak of wins and losses. Sami Zayn and Riddle show up at the building, are told to get to the ring. They come in their street clothes to save KO from a beatdown from the Usos, and that's how we end. Was a hell of a show this week. It really was. But again, Monday Night Raw is better without Vince McMahon. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is. Let's hit our next slide there, Big Bad John.
I'm saying, he's lost his touch.
As you see right here, the WWE Draft will be in 2 weeks, starting on Friday Night SmackDown, and then continuing 2 weeks from this Monday on Raw. That no one is safe from the draft this year. All champions are eligible for the draft. Everyone is eligible for the draft. It's going to be interesting to see who goes where, what championships fall when the dust settles, where everyone's going to land. Which brings me to my next point. Go ahead, John. The Pro Wrestling Throwdown Draft. Next week, me and my associate team will take on Caleb and his associate team in drafting 8 superstars and 4 women's superstars to see throughout the year who had the better draft picks between me, Team Dog, and Team Caleb. It's going to be interesting. We were going to do it tonight. Unfortunately, we have to reschedule for next week because Caleb is still stuck somewhere in Atlanta. I guess that's where he said he was. We never know because we just be like, here, man, go do some stuff, and off he goes. So we're going to hang tight, though. The draft will take place next week. It will be a flip of a coin to determine who drafts in what round. But we're going to see who's got the better draft picks between Team Dog and Team Caleb for bragging rights at the end of the year. We'll do something. I don't know. We'll put up some kind of mock prize or something. And that's what we'll start for the year. Points for your wrestlers, or it depends on your matches. How well you do in a promo. Your advancement between now and this time next year.
Which you wanted to make sure our viewers had a chance to chime in.
Yes. If you would like to be part of this draft, what I need from you is to tell me who you think I should draft on my team. who's doing the best. Put it in the comments, not in the chat box. Drop a comment. Let me know. Give me some ideas on the 8 I should draw.
Also, tomorrow or later this evening, tomorrow, I will get a post up on the Facebook group for exactly that.
Yes.
Also, they can email you too now.
You can also email me at the dog at ProWrestlingThrowdown.com. Send me some ideas. So I'm gonna beat Caleb like I do all the time anyway. But at least you can be part of it.
Set up for Caleb yet?
Yeah, I have one set up for Caleb too.
One for Caleb as well.
Here's it, Caleb Black at.
Caleb Black at ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
And then you have one too.
I have one as well, but they don't. We don't want to give them that one because
No.
you guys put a lot of words in my mouth. I might get a lot of hate mail.
No, I couldn't imagine.
You can tell me.
I couldn't imagine the hate mail that you would get.
But let's definitely throw Caleb's out there again because we want him to get his hate mail.
Yes, Caleb Black at ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
You can reach him directly.
You can. I can give out his phone number if you want.
I mean, I've got it.
I mean, I'm just saying, getting some more dates on some of those Atlanta excursions that he keeps going for. But this is going to be the quickest I have ever said this in Pro Wrestling Throwdown history. But folks, that's the news.
That's the news.
That's the news
That's
for
the
this
news.
week. So,
That's it.
with that being said,
We're not going to cover SmackDown at all?
no. I'm going to keep SmackDown for next week.
Okay.
I've got some stuff I'm working on for SmackDown next week.
Well, now I'm confused.
So, with
doesn't
that
take
being
much.
said, it's time for everybody's favorite portion of the show. And there's an extended version of this week.
Well, somewhat.
It's time for birthdays.
And
And
bullshit.
Max, take it away.
Luke?
Yeah.
Why do I have my finger up like that?
Oh, you're saluting the tribal chief.
I am acknowledging our tribal chief.
Acknowledge your daddy.
And you know what? I'm gonna hold up this finger too for Caleb.
Well, I need to hold up a finger for Caleb, too. Oh, sorry. I mean this one.
So
Acknowledge our tribal chief Roman Reigns by my count.
Yay, Matt's back. Well, it's Max. There you go. He said, or Max. So, what we're gonna do this week before we get into how many days, because I'm curious. I'm gonna basically be playing birthdays and bullshit against myself. So, how we're gonna do this is I have to come within the age by either 2 years under or 2 years over to get the point.
Okay.
Which I did pretty good at this last time I did it against myself. I mean, I won.
or you could play against my bad John.
If John would like to play, we can.
I'll
do that.
play.
Well,
That way it keeps
I didn't
it.
actually write the ages down, so I just gotta
Oh,
play
well.
my numbers as I went along.
You're a liar.
I-
He's a liar, folks.
Well, it's bullshit. Birthday's bullshit.
All right, Big Bad John will play. All right. Anyway, Roman Reigns, how many days as our tribal chief?
By my count, 959 days today,
Wow.
and he has not been pinned since. And this is according to I think someone shouted out on SmackDown. December 15th, 2019.
Yep.
Wow.
That's insane to think about.
Yeah, so that's wrong. That's not my fault.
Chex guy says he's going to guess too. All right, let's hit us with that first one.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Go ahead, John.
Don't rush him.
I
Gunther.
also
Gunther.
think it's important to talk about Gunther.
It is important because he's kicking ass right now.
Well, because Gunther right now is at 280 days, which today ties him in 6th place with Mr. Perfect's record of 280 days.
Wow.
And in 5 more days, and I believe, in 5 more days, he will take 5th place from Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Wow.
At 285 days. From there, 4th place will be at 384 days. and that is Don Morocco.
So we got Don Morocco, Macho Man, Pedro Morales, and then
the
Honky Tonk
Tonk
Man.
Record, yes.
It's amazing to think he's in that kind of company.
Yeah.
As Intercontinental Champion, especially nowadays when titles would change hands every month. You remember when this took place?
Yeah.
You had a new I think John Cena won the heavyweight championship like 5 times in 1 year, a couple years back, if you remember that. We don't have that anymore. Obviously, our World's Women's Champion is over a year. Gunther is at 280 days, and Roman Reigns is almost at 1,000 days.
Yeah.
That means that those 3 championship belts, for lack of a better term, haven't changed hands in 3/4 of a year at the minimum.
Yeah.
But
that's
they're
insane.
still relevant.
And they're still relevant.
That's the thing.
And here's the deal with the Intercontinental title minus Roman Reigns. The Intercontinental title has been defended more times than Roman Reigns' Universal Championships have been defended since being champion. Gunther defends on TV every other week.
We'd have to check, but that actually might be pretty close already.
Well, think about it. He just defended the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Then he turned around and he defended it on SmackDown. And now he's getting ready to defend it next week on SmackDown. That's 3 times in 3 weeks. 3 times in 4 weeks.
Try to get a list of who he's beaten so far.
Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe for next week's show.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got here, Maximum?
All right. I believe it is time for birthdays and bullshit.
Yeah!
There's Rexy. He's so sexy. It's Rexy the dinosaur.
Really? You went there?
Yeah, I did.
Sexy dinosaur. Rexy the sexy dinosaur.
That's right. Rexy the sexy dinosaur.
We're
Pro
gonna
wrestling throwdown.
Go with
I
it.
think there's a song in that. We're gonna have to figure it out.
Hey, what is Brian Richards doing on our TV?
That's because it is John Wagner's birthday.
Mr. John Wagner
John
in the
Wagner
picture.
is there. He is, and that is 4. No, I'm sorry. That is 5 now.
That's 5. Okay, well,
I
that's still
believe
got
5.
12. So here's the deal. First off, his head's been cut off. Looks like on your screen.
It does.
Of course, you have small screens. That's why. John Wagner's. It should be his 67th birthday this week.
It is his. What did he tell me? I didn't write your birth. I didn't write it down, John.
How old are you today,
I
John?
can't remember. 41. 40 says
What
40,
are you
52.
doing?
84.
Wait.
No,
You can't just guess and then ask him the answer if you're supposed to be playing a game.
It's
No, I
John
don't-
Wagner's
it's John
birthday.
Wagner's
Okay, but
birthday.
you were still guessing his age.
No, he was asking me, and I don't remember because I didn't write it down.
Well, don't be a fuck.
I'm gonna tell you how it's rude.
You know what this is.
All right. Happy birthday, John. Thank you for sending in your picture. Again, if anyone has birthdays coming up, would like to send in a picture, get it on the show, please send it to us.
Yes. I encourage that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, in advance, so I have time to get your picture in and everything. But let us know.
All right, let's get the game started.
All
What
right.
we got?
All right. First up.
Is that me?
Oh.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that real quick. Hold
That's,
on. Hold on.
Yeah. Zoom.
Let's
Can we
zoom
do
in.
that?
Oh yeah, I can zoom in on that bad boy.
Look
All
at
right.
that.
Oh, look, it says-
All right.
what does that say?
Yeah, that's
Mayor.
yeah, that's Mayor.
Oh, that's Mayor of
Lewis Williams.
John's mom's bedroom. Yeah. It looks a lot. It looks a lot different now.
That's actually that was taken in the corner of her room. We did one of those where we brought in a set. Caleb helped build it actually, and because he's a good set builder.
Yeah, he is.
And we just built it right in the corner of her room. And,
That's my desk. That's my cup. So it proves that it's a real picture.
Yeah.
There's the Pro Wrestling Throwdown cup right there. That's proof enough for me. All right, let's get in the game.
Before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
We remember George the Animal Steel, 1937 to 2017.
John Wagner is 43 years old.
43. Okay, I said 43 at one point.
I thought you did.
I did.
I've been wrong before, though, but I'm pretty sure it says 43.
That's what I.
His Trex guy's
Yeah.
birthday is in a week. Send it to Pro Wrestling Throwdown on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Get a hold of me, Max Fury, at gmail.com. I'm sorry, at
Pro Wrestling
That's
Throwdown.
not even my email.
Wow.
You ain't gonna find nobody there. You
No,
send it there
that's
and
not
ain't
even
getting
the
through.
right email. I don't know why I said that.
Max with
Max
2 X.
Fury at ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
With 2 X's.
2 X's.
Yes. If
We had 3 X's, we'd have to have it censored.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. Extra fold out in the paper.
Or you can find us on the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Send us a message directly on there.
Yeah. All right. Rest in peace, George Animal Steel. Who we got next?
Next.
Oh, Jesus. Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero. Why?
All right, Big Bad John, what do you
I
think?
can hear that picture.
I know. Let's see. Let's go 65.
I'm going to go 54.
How about 55?
Yes! That's one for me, none for Caleb. All right, let's see the next one. I'm just going to point that out this whole time. Who the fuck is that?
That is Paul London.
Oh, Paul London. I should have known that. Oh, let's see. Paul London. I'm going to guess former WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Paul London was in WWE for quite a while. Was most infamously known as the guy who was smiling when Vince walked to his limousine and got blown up.
So I don't really remember a whole lot.
Paul London, I'm going to guess 42. John?
I'm going to say 40.
How about 43?
Another one Caleb doesn't get. All right. Well, John says, thanks for the birthday shout-out, guys. We've all been through hell and back together. Thanks for always having my back, always being there for me. See you in May. Well, we will see you in May.
See you
Next week.
John. That is big 6, by the way.
Yes. Also, we better see you next week, fucker. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got next.
Or you better see us next week.
That's right. Maya Yum.
That was Mia Yum.
Actually, it's Michin, or however they call it now. But they say your name 3 different ways.
Like Meechin, like Beechin, but Bitchin, like
Something like that.
Mitchin,
Something like that. Something. Let's see. Also known as Mrs. Keith Lee. Was part of Retribution for a little bit. Was NXT for a little bit. I'm gonna say Maya Yum is 38 years old.
Damn, that's what I was going to say. Shoot. Let's go 39.
How about 34?
Damn, boy.
Those are all on today.
Okay. Who we got next? Ah, yes.
That's Rhonda's daddy.
It's not Rhonda's daddy.
That's Rhonda's daddy.
That is not Rhonda's daddy.
That is or is it Rhonda's daddy twice removed?
Maybe. That is the rowdy one, Roddy Piper, as we remember today.
That's right. 1954 to 2015.
Wow, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No.
Since he's been gone, but it's almost been 10 years.
Coming up on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roddy Piper, of course, one of the first WWE superstars to really make headway in Hollywood after
Ronda
leaving.
Rousey's daddy.
Former Intercontinental Champion in the WWE. He's Ronda Rousey's influence on professional wrestling,
And
not
daddy.
her daddy.
And daddy.
I really don't like the way you say that.
Was in one of the greatest horror movies of all time, and They Live by John Carpenter.
Uh-huh.
Also a Golden Glove boxer when he started, before he started being a professional wrestler. The man fought his way up from the mean streets of wherever he was from. I believe he settled in Colorado before he passed away, but rest in peace, Roddy Piper, one of the greatest to ever touch mic. Who we got next?
That is the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, all right. We've got Mr. Steve Lombardi, the Brooklyn Brawler. Greatest jobber in the history of jobbers. Brooklyn Brawler has lost to everyone in professional wrestling at least twice. I believe even lost to me once.
I believe if the Young Rock was right, that was the Rock's first match and win.
Yes, against the Brooklyn Brawler. Yes, that is true. The Brooklyn Brawler's got to be up there. I'm going to say 64.
65.
How about 62? No point.
All right, who we got next?
That is Johnny the Bull.
Johnny the Bull, also known as Relic in Mexico, which is killer backwards. I don't know if you knew that. Johnny Stamboli would be 46 years old.
47.
Oh, 46 years old.
Johnny Stamboli, man. Who we got next?
That is Garrett Bischoff.
Garrett Bischoff, known as a member of Aces and Eights in TNA also, of course. He is the nephew of Eric Bischoff. Garrett hasn't really... Yes, that's legitimately his uncle. Garrett Bischoff is a young man. Hasn't wrestled in a little while. I'm going to say he is 40.
35.
How about the 39?
Wow.
What'd you say, Johnny?
35.
35? Okay,
That's
one
Johnny's
goes
point,
to Johnny.
yeah. Who we got next?
That is Brutus the Barber, a brief beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Of course,
Say that 3 times fast.
known as Hulk Hogan's lackey for his entire career. Was tag team champions with Greg the Hammer Valentine when they were known as the Dream Team. Other than that, I don't remember him winning any other championship other than when he was the Booty Man in WCW. I think he held the television championship. Ed Leslie, or Brutus the Barber Beefcake, I'm going to say 66.
67.
How about 66 years old?
Damn, nailed that one on the head. I always liked Brutus the Barber Beefcake, though. I always thought he was pretty cool. All right, who we got next? Oh, fine-ass Nikki Cross. Just crazy. As crazy as fine as she is.
And I am so glad they dropped that stupid superhero.
Well, she's still my superhero.
I love it.
She
now.
could be my superhero any time of the week. Gosh, she's awesome. I am going to say I don't think she's rather that old, though. I'm going to go 38.
32.
About 34. Johnny gets a point.
What we got next? Is this Atlanta?
This was this. I don't know if this is Atlantis exactly. I think this was on his search for Atlantis.
Got you. Well, I actually have the postcard that he wrote.
Do you?
Yeah, he says, "Shut up and kiss the girl." I don't really know what that means.
Okay.
I believe it means shut up and kiss the girl.
Okay, well, I mean, he has an opportunity there. He just got to put a cigarette down first.
I want to know
Also,
how he has to put a cigarette underwater.
That's something I was going to ask.
He's also drinking a beer underwater,
and why
too.
is he dry? Does he have some kind of...
You know why he's dry?
Is he dry?
You know why he's dry? You know why he's dry?
I wish you'd tell me.
You know what? It works in SpongeBob, damn it.
It did work in SpongeBob.
Well, this ain't SpongeBob.
Well, I mean, he's only in water because obviously he's not...
It
Obviously,
might be SpongeBob. Wait till next week. We'll find out.
Obviously, he's made Ariel wet because they're underwater.
I think she has some wet-ass toes.
She got them wet-ass toes.
She doesn't have toes.
I'm sorry, it would be wet.
Wet-ass
fins. Just wriggling.
Wet-ass
Just
fins.
wriggling. What wet-ass fins? All right, let's see what we got next.
Ah.
Wow, that's a big guy. Is that Ezekiel Jackson?
That is Ezekiel Jackson.
That dude likes his t-shirts. I forgot he was Intercontinental Champion for a small amount of time. So he was Intercontinental Champion for a small amount of time. Also,
you know what I know about him?
He's Intercontinental Champion for a small time.
That's exactly right. That's about it.
He was also the last man to hold the WWE ECW Championship. by defeating Christian on the last night of ECW program. Before it went to NXT, and then we got the iteration of NXT we have now. Ezekiel Jackson, of course, went on to wrestle in Lucha Underground, as well as numerous different independent promotions throughout the years. I'm going to say Ezekiel Jackson is just shy of about, I'm going to say he's 46 years old.
45.
Why does 45 years old?
It says why does no one have a head? It says in our comments.
That's because the picture keeps on moving.
Picture keeps moving on us.
Hang on, let me pull this back up so we can see. Yeah, those it's sitting a little high, Johnny.
No, it keeps moving.
It keeps moving with the different pictures.
Okay.
All right. What did I say he was? What did we?
Well, that's a new thing. We're working on it.
Yeah.
I apologize with little
46, I said, I think. What did you
Johnny
say,
got
Johnny?
the point.
He got the point? Okay. Who's this?
This is Chuck Taylor. This was supposed to be for Caleb.
Oh, you know that Caleb has 2 wins over Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know that,
And
he will tell you.
I bet you that Caleb is really pissed off that he's not here now.
But
For
guess
Chuck Taylor's
what?
birthday?
Yeah. For Chuck Taylor's birthday.
Guess what?
What?
He might have 2 wins over Chuck Taylor, but Chuck Taylor's making a hell of a lot more money than he is.
That's right.
Hell of a lot more.
That's right.
He did pin Chuck Taylor twice, though. I mean, to be fair.
To be fair.
And
Uh-oh.
that is our last wrestling.
That is our
birthday.
last wrestling birthday. All right.
All right, give me one moment while I fix this. real
That's
quick.
fine. You can join us on, like I said, we'll go ahead and show the promos. Why not?
Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You can find us on email, ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can find us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. You can also join us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD. You can find us on our newly up and at them ProWrestlingThrowdown.com. And you can also find us on streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, where you can check out our merch store. And at the
Merch store!
find all kinds of fun shit.
Store!
We have all kinds of new things. We got flip-flops. We got an autism awareness shirt. We've got tank tops. We've got shorts, which we haven't shown on there yet. We've got a lot of merch. Very fantastic merch. Go buy some stuff.
There'll be
Cool
there
stuff.
be more in the next coming weeks. Watch for sales. Watch for new items.
That's right. Also, be sure, if there's something that you would like to see merchandise-wise, be sure to send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com.
And always remember that every dollar you spend or donate earns you 1 entry per dollar.
Yes.
1 entry per dollar into our monthly or semi-monthly, or however often we decide to do it, giveaway.
And I tell you what, right now as it sits in the studio, it is 8:08 p.m. Where I'm going to promise that if anyone buys anything within the next 30 minutes, so you have until 8:38 to purchase something, we will give you double the draws into
Double?
the hat. Double.
Double.
You will get 2 entries for every dollar
So
that
if
you
you
spend.
spend $20, you get
40
40
entries.
entries, and that's
That's a lot.
gives you a good shot.
And then, of course, like I said, if you have any ideas for merch or something, please send them to ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the celebrities, Maximus.
All right.
Motherfucking Martin Lawrence.
That is my
He is the man.
That's right.
Let's see. Martin Lawrence, of course, known for numerous movies. Big Mama's House, the
Uh-huh.
Bad Boys franchise, Dark Knight. He's been Martin on TV. Martin Lawrence is a comedy king. I'm going to say Martin Lawrence is 54 years old.
55.
How about 58?
Wow. He's older than I thought he was. Wow.
Johnny gets a point. You couldn't have got it anyway because you're too far off.
That's right, it was. Who we got next?
That
Is that what happens when Caleb gets aerial wet?
Oh.
I'm not.
What wet ass fins?
I think he must have had a run in with Ursula and got cursed for a little bit. Maybe that's why it's taking him so long to get back.
Is that why he has crabs?
Did
I
you
see
message?
I see a crab there.
Are you still there? Is that where you are, Caleb?
I don't think he's still here. I think he left us.
That's what happened. He got turned into a mermaid, apparently.
Well, that happens.
That's what's taking so long.
Now at least he put the drink down.
He didn't have a choice.
I mean,
He still has that cigarette, though.
He still got smoke in his mouth. It ain't illegal in Atlanta. All right, let's see the next one. Who is this?
That is Gina Carano.
She would be from The Mandalorian?
Yes, and a few things I actually didn't know about her. She is an established MMA fighter.
Nice.
Number 3 in her weight class.
Okay.
And then I
Caleb says merman. I'm
also,
just surprised the smoke stays lit.
she was also in.
Okay.
Yeah. She's been in numerous things that I can't remember all of them right now.
40 years old.
I don't think she's that old. I'm gonna say 34.
How about 41?
Damn.
Nice.
Point Luke.
Nice. Yeah, she don't exactly look like somebody who can't
She
beat
looks
ass.
good.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She looks strong as fuck, looking like
Mhm.
Hulk Hogan from Suburban Commando with that
Uh-huh.
outfit. All right, who we got next?
I believe that's one of your favorites, right?
I fucking hate The Christmas Story. I hate A Christmas Story with every bit of being in my body.
That's Peter Billingsley,
Is
the
that his
kid
name?
from
His name?
from Christmas Story.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Somebody hand me my Red Ryder.
Shoot his eye out.
Shoot him in the eye. Let's see. Well, which age are we guessing? Are we guessing the tiny, cute kid or the dude?
Well, he's got a birthday today.
Oh, okay. So 43.
45.
How about 52?
How about okay? Who we got next?
Was that so? Was that
Nobody's
Johnny's
point. We
No
both way off.
Okay. Okay. Then tomorrow on the 17th, we have Jennifer Garner.
Mrs. Affleck.
Yeah.
Also known as Elektra.
Mm-hmm.
She was in a movie called Catch and Release that was really good. Let's see.
She's been in a bunch
That's
of
my
different-
favorite Christmas movie. Well, I mean, everyone's allowed to have bad taste.
Yeah.
Also, Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Of all time.
Jennifer Garner.
And you know what? Now we don't have to hear Caleb's stupid.
No, wait. Ready? Watch. Caleb. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Well, yes, it is. Luke. See? Nailed it. All right. Jennifer Garner is
You heard it here.
48 years old.
I'm going to say 49.
Jennifer Gardner will be 51 years old. Point goes to Johnny.
Johnny's point. Wow, I did not realize that.
Johnny's actually tied with you.
Johnny
At
tied me?
5. At 5 apiece.
Caleb says, don't you fucking start. Hey,
At 5 apiece.
quit molesting half women, half fish under the sea.
Yeah.
And kiss the girl.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have this conversation.
Jay, quit your shenanigans and all this bullshit. It's the only reason it's on here.
It's a Die Hard film. Super Die Hard film.
He has a super Die
He
Hard.
loves Die Hard almost as much as he loves Flat Earth. He told me. He told me not to tell nobody, but it's just me and you. All right, who we got?
I heard
What are we,
that
chocolate?
I heard that he had plans on going to the Flat Earther Museum, and we might get postcards from that next week.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I hope he sends
Yeah.
all of them. Who we got?
That is Sean Bean.
I can confirm she does. Well, not always. Have horrible taste. That was funny. I love you. All right. Who is this?
Sean Bean.
Who is Sean Bean?
What do you mean, who is Sean Bean? You remember Goldeneye?
Yeah, okay. All right.
He's the bad guy, Goldeneye.
Okay.
He was in most probably for a lot of the younger kids, Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He died in Game of Thrones. He was the bad guy in one of my favorite movies, National Treasure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been in.
He
all
was
kinds
was he
of
in
things.
one of those? Was he in one of those movies about walking?
What do you mean?
They made 3 of them about a ring of walking.
Yeah, that's what I said. Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
those movies that about how to walk and how
yeah,
to fall down
I didn't watch them.
and how to trip over things.
I didn't watch them. They made me tired. There's a lot of walking in those movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 56.
They're waiting on you, bro.
John?
57.
64.
Damn! I lost that point big time. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
They were just yak inside.
Oh, you've been in a lot of great stuff.
All right, what do we got next, Big Bad John?
Yeah.
Well, you found it, Caleb.
Shit Creek Paddle Stores. I see him enjoying that cigarette and another drink out front.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like to know what his postcard said?
Oh, do you have one?
Up this creek, but don't worry, plenty of paddles.
Glad you're doing well.
I'm glad that he's got paddles. All right. There's James Woods.
That is James Woods.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. That's James. It is James Woods. I'm going to say James Woods is 70.
71.
How about 76?
Wow.
76
John's
years
kicking
old.
my ass.
Yeah. 7 to 5.
7 to 5. Who we
You
got
still
next?
got time to catch up.
Oh, that's my man.
Oh,
Oh, that's my man.
this is another one of Caleb's absolute favorites.
He told
Unfortunately.
me in a text message the other day, he went, dude, you know, I talk a lot of shit about Matt Smith being the greatest, but I know that David Tennant is the greatest. And I said, well, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. And he goes, but don't tell nobody on the show. So you didn't hear it from me.
You told me.
You didn't hear it from me.
You told me. You didn't tell anybody on the show.
Or you didn't hear it from me.
Hear what?
Exactly. David Tennant is the greatest as he could possibly be, is however old he wants to be because he's a fucking doctor.
A fucking Time Lord.
But if I have to put a number to it, 51.
52.
How about 52 years old?
Oh.
He said, ooh, look, it's Michael Sheen's sidekick. Bet he makes more money. Just like, oh, look at this. This is what you get when you talk shit
That's
about
right.
David Tennant. I let my dog piss on your leg. How you like that? Look at you.
Just smiling.
It's because you smell like Ariel. It couldn't help itself. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. All right. It's a postcard he sent. Well, here's the deal.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah. No. It says, ... control your fucking dog. Love, Caleb. It happens sometimes.
That wasn't even your dog.
It wasn't. Oh, he's on the
Good dog.
speed on you, though. And, of course, Rachel says in the comments, still say Eccleston. If we were talking about the worst doctors, then you would have it correct. That goes with the other thing.
He had a birthday last week.
Yeah, he did. Old as fuck. All right. What we got next? Oh, that's a fucking man right there.
It is the man.
Tim Curry. We, unfortunately, sorry, celebrate Tim Curry's birthday today. We almost lost him. I think it was last year.
For a second, I was about to say, I think you were going to tell me that he
Yeah.
died today. I was about to be very
No, I was
upset.
saying,
Yeah.
unfortunately, we came close
Mm-hmm.
to losing him.
There is
but
a
yes,
role
he is
missing.
still alive. There's multiple.
But
roles
you have the
missing.
biggest role missing.
Frankenfurter.
Well, he's on there.
Oh, I couldn't see it from here.
You don't have the Thornberry guy, Nigel.
Is the Cardinal on there?
He was Nigel Thornberry.
Yes, he was.
Wow, I forgot about that.
He was also in Real Monsters.
Who?
He was the voice of the bad guy. Yeah, give me a second. It's got to come to me.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of the name though.
Oh yeah, he's been all. He was one of the original. He was the original pick for the Joker on the animated Batman series, and they said that it come off as too scary, and that's when it went to Mark Hamill.
Can you imagine if he could do that?
That would have been.
Would have been great. Tim Curry, respectfully, 70. Johnny?
Ooh. I'm going to say 71.
How about 77?
I'm going to look a day over 50. Happy birthday, Tim.
Yep, happy
Somebody
birthday.
wrap his ass in bubble wrap. We need to keep him safe.
Yep.
All right, who we got next? Mrs. Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Right.
That's not Natalie Portman.
No, it's not.
No.
That's not right.
It's Ashley Judd.
You said that, and I thought it. And I was like,
I was just saying if I fuck with you.
no, that's Ashley Judd. Yes.
This is a damn good picture of Ashley Judd. She went through some pretty bad things in the last year. Losing her mama. Yeah. Losing her mama. You know, the way that they did.
Yes, unfortunately.
Ashley Judd, I'm going to state, I think she's the youngest Judd.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say she's 50.
51.
How about 55?
John's kicking my ass. This is why we don't let him play.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think you stand a chance at this point.
Well, that's Gollum. I know who that is. Mr. Andy Serkis. Serkis. Something like that. Smeagol.
If Caleb was here, you can say it right.
Also,
Smeagol, he was in the Marvel movies.
As Claw.
He's was the monkey and
yes, he was Caesar and
Ape. I'm sorry,
Planet of the Apes.
Ape, not monkey.
Yep.
Ape.
He played Caesar. He was also Grandmaster Snoke in the new Star Wars trilogy. He's up there. I'm gonna say. I mean, on top of countless other movies. I don't want to cut his career short.
No, he's amazing.
Only really enjoyable part of those fucking movies is Smeagol.
A lot of them.
I'm gonna say. Shit, he's up there. 54? Got it?
55.
Oh, 59.
Your price is right, man. That's an awful picture of Ashley Judd, Luke. Looks like I'm not the only one in bad taste. Well, joke's on you. I don't pick the pictures. This guy does.
I got
this one right here. Yeah, it wasn't me. I don't pick the pictures. That's too much work. So Johnny won that?
Those are the birthdays for the 20th. We have a few more.
Oh my. I love George Takei.
Yes.
21st. No, I'm sorry. His is still on the 20th.
George Takei, of course. Star Trek. That's all you have to say.
Sulu.
I'm going to say 75.
Yeah, it's close to that. Let's see. 76.
How about 86? But you don't get the point because you made that stipulation for yourself.
Well, he would have been closer, not me.
Yeah.
I said 75. He had said 76.
Oh, I thought you said younger than you.
No, he got it.
Oh, okay. Well, then he gets on his point. Yeah. You still suck.
Yeah, see? Fucker. You still said it was a good picture of her, LOL. Have y'all seen her in, like, the last 3 months? Like, for real. That's a damn good picture compared. No offense to Ashley Judd. She's
not the greatest.
Mama, she's crazy. That's all I'm going to say. Who we got next? Is that
James McAvoy?
That's Professor X?
McAvoy.
Professor X.
McAvoy.
Also in It, among 1,000 other movies. I love fucking McCoy, McAvoy. McAvoy? He shares a birthday with Hitler. No one would have known that unless you said it. We don't have him on the
You
rundown.
commented on that? You
Rachel.
would share that comment, yeah.
Well, we love about her.
Let's see. I'm going to state that he's 48 years old.
42.
He will be 44 on the 21st.
That's Johnny's point again. I'm not playing Johnny anymore. He's
Yeah,
good at this.
Yeah, like he is royally kicking
Damn
your
good
ass.
at this. Damn good at this.
Royally kicking your ass.
Make me
He
feel
was
bad
kicking
by
your-
comparison. Who we got next?
3 birthdays left are all on the 22nd.
Wait till they get
Oh.
I fucking love Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He
Joker.
was the Joker.
Who was it?
Mhm.
Who was the one that flew over the cuckoo's nest?
Jack Nicholson.
Oh.
He was also smothered to death
learned
by a
to
big
fly in
fucking
that
Indian
movie?
at the end.
Was he going to fly in that movie?
No, he didn't learn to fly.
Oh.
Also, Waco and Oklahoma bombing. Just fun facts to know.
Huh.
I mean, if you want to call them fun facts.
Yeah, you're the other one that would know.
Chinatown. I mean, the list goes on
The
and on. As good as it
Shining.
gets. The Shining. Anger Management with Adam Sandler.
Uh-huh.
Jack Nicholson has got to be one of the fucking best actors
Yes.
of all time. He's also a giant piece of shit in real life.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Jack Nicholson's got to be in his 80s.
Oh, yeah. he's
81.
old. 82.
How about 86?
I knew he had to be in his 80s.
86 on the 22nd.
Oh, good for Mr. Jack Nicholson. I like
And
Mr.
then-
Jack Nicholson. Who we got?
One of your favorites.
Oh, that's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
That's the man right there. That's Negan.
Also on the 22nd.
Also on the 22nd.
This
Man,
is Jack's birthday.
see, here's the deal. He's older than he looks. Of course, John Winchester. Represent. Also, he was in that movie, not The Haunting, The Possession, where the girl has the music box and the devil thing comes out, goes in her mouth. You can see the eyeball in the back of her throat. In the commercials, that movie he was the lead in that.
Oh.
God, he's up there. He's deceptively old. I'm going to say 56.
60.
How about 57?
All right.
Damn, I should have priced right.
All right.
Yeah.
John Winchester.
It's 11 to 19.
I'll take it. How many does Caleb have?
Caleb has no points.
Well, then I'm winning. All right. Who we got next? Who is this?
That is another one for Caleb. That is Amber Heard.
You know that she shit on a man's pillow?
I
She
heard
shit
that.
on an elderly man's pillow.
I heard that.
She beat Johnny Depp like he owed her child
Yeah,
support.
she did. That's bullshit.
She beat him like it was 1850.
That-
It's
that-
fucked up.
That whole thing was pretty hysterical.
And I
Just
hope
the
that she
entire
loses
thing.
every bit of anything that she has because she's
Uh-huh.
a trash bag human being.
Uh-huh.
She's up there with Jordan Grace.
Uh-huh.
Jordan Grace can get all of the muscles she wants, does nothing for her busted ass face.
Nope.
Just saying.
She's butterface.
She ain't even a butterface. Let's see. Amber Heard
Wait,
is the.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
Somebody said L-A... Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Amber Heard is a shitty 39 years old.
40.
That was too many shitties. She'll be 37 years old.
No. Can't make up for her busted ass personality.
Must have
She
been
beat
diarrhea.
an elderly man
She did.
who thinks he's a pirate. That's fucked up.
He's a
Johnny
damn good
kicked your
pirate.
ass. Johnny kicked your ass. Really
Is that
good.
it? Was that all of them?
For birthdays. For
Oh,
birthdays.
hey, Johnny, congratulations. How many did Caleb win?
There you go.
Caleb didn't get any points today.
So he coming last.
Caleb came dead last.
See, I'm not last. At least I'm second place. Hey, I'll take
Oh,
second.
look, more.
Fuck's sake.
Where'd you go, Caleb? Where this must have been?
Hold on, let me read his postcard.
You got a postcard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a bird.
That
Well, that guy is behind that guy. Who?
Well, hold
Is
on.
that-
Hold
wait
on.
a minute. I know who that is.
It's Frank.
It's Harold. His name is Harold. Harold the Emu.
That was Frank.
Yeah, his name's Harold. Well, the reason I know that is because his postcard come in and says, Luke! In all capitals. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, dot, dot, dot. I found him! And that's all it says. I can't understand where it's from because it's all like a different language, so I couldn't tell where it come from. All he said was, I found him, but this obviously makes sense.
Yeah.
He found him. He also
That's
found
amazing.
Bubba Gump.
You're going home.
What I want to know is who shot the guy's head off behind him.
And why is he still walking?
And how the hell did he get through customs with that cigarette and that glass of alcohol? You know what he did? He took that soldier's last cigarette. He has a giant piece of shit right there for that. All right. All right. I love Harold. God, he looks good. Wait a minute. He's got a glow around him. Is that a Force Harold? Is that Harold once he become part of the Force?
I think Harold was like part Phoenix, where he died and he's being kind of reborn, like because he looks younger.
Okay.
Or maybe it's like that reverse effect, the Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button disease?
Yeah,
We're still talking about Caleb, or are we talking about the emu?
the emu.
Oh,
of
okay.
course.
Also,
obviously.
Also, Bubba up here in the front needs to watch out because Harold's about to attack him in the back of the head.
I think he's protecting Caleb. I think that's what it is.
He ain't doing a good job of it. He ain't got his gun in his hand. Shows them put people in the fucking knob with no bullets. It's messed up. All right, what we got next?
Well, now it's at finally time for bullshit.
Hey, all right, pro wrestling throwdown bullshit. I like it. What we got?
Oh,
Wow, for fuck's sake.
and now,
It's one of them walking movies again, damn it.
so Caleb got his own hot air balloon, had it specially made just for him.
Uh-huh.
He wanted everybody to know it was him.
I mean, obviously, he still got the cigarette.
Why didn't he pick up Bilbo Baggins and
Right, yeah, why didn't he drop off the fucking ring?
Frodo?
Why they gotta
I
do the
think-
walking?
I think that's what he's doing.
Oh,
Must be on his way.
it could be. Well, I think the mountain's back the other way.
He got lost.
Hold on,
It
wait a minute.
happened.
Let me check. Let me check.
It looks like he's kind of going that way
Hold
a little
on.
bit.
Hold on, let me look. Let me see where my...
Oh, do you have a message for
I'm
that
seeing if I got a message for it. Hold on, let me look. Nope, I got one for that.
one? No,
Nope.
no message. No.
Nope. I think the air balloon itself was the message.
But if I'm correct, it looks like he's floating over Mordor.
He could be. I mean, there's Mordor there. There's some Mordor over there.
I don't see any doors. I don't know what you're talking about.
My phone is going off. I can only imagine who that is. Who we got? What we got next? What we got next?
All right. Oh, this was a screenshot that was taken from last week's episode.
Uh-huh.
Not by me. This is from one of our viewers. Took this screenshot.
Uh-huh.
And wants to know just what exactly it is that you guys are looking at.
We got
Because
bored.
it kind of looks like Caleb's just staring down towards your hand, which appears to be possibly on his knee or something.
Actually, no. My hand wasn't on his knee. I was actually steadying him. He had himself one too many
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So I was
Okay.
steadying himself so he didn't pass out and fall forward.
Okay.
I'm a fucking gentleman, bro. I don't know if you knew that.
You're a true
I
friend.
ain't a
baby.
scholar.
I'm a true friend.
You are.
I had hold of him.
Oh,
He
I
wasn't
know
going
it.
nowhere. Also, I look like I'm asleep.
You do look like you're asleep there. Maybe he's taking advantage of it.
Rachel says it was me.
Yes, it was Rachel. She sent it to me.
All right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess. What we got next? Hey, look, I found this at Walmart. This is the most accurate depiction of a John Cena action figure there is.
I can't see it.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
Worth every penny, right?
It's exactly the team.
You know what? I think I got like 10 or 12 at home.
Just hanging around the house?
Yeah.
Careful, those are
I can't
valuable.
find them though.
Well, you should have paid better attention. They're valuable.
All right, I had enough of John Cena. What we got next?
I got enough.
Oh, so the video game AEW's Fight Forever has been put on the shelf yet again. So somebody took the picture and put Wait Forever and has aged every single member of the video game cover with the exception of Sting, who is the oldest man on the cover. It would have been funnier if they would have just put a wooden box where Sting is.
With his makeup on it?
With his makeup on it. And that's how they could have aged Sting.
That'd be funny.
There you go.
And as you notice, CM Punk isn't there because he was off watching one of his favorite movies.
Well, I think
Waiting Jackson.
I think Sting used to hang out with Mick Jagger, and so he learned how to not age.
Not that Sting, other Sting.
Oh.
Yeah, still shaming yourself. Still shaming yourself. What we got next, Johnny? What on earth is that?
This was also sent to me by one of our viewers.
What is it?
Well,
sing the song.
Come on.
Read it.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Woo.
I am for you.
I am fur eel. Okay, I get it now. All right, that's pretty good.
Hey, Max.
That's pretty good.
I appreciate you going on that trip with me.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
I appreciate that. That was pretty good.
I appreciated it.
It was a team effort.
And it got a good laugh out of it.
That's good. I enjoyed that.
Hope everybody else did too.
What we got next?
Oh, Lord.
May I?
Please do. I'm very curious about this one now.
Dear guys, I am fine. Stop. I am where we first met. Stop. My cup is almost empty. Stop. 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 He isn't actually wrong. The trench that we built is right behind Harold. If you look right back there, see that's Harold, Caleb, Coochie, and John right back in the back there.
He buried a frog underneath that bush there. You remember? He named it Toady, and he hugged it too tight and it died.
Squeezed the toady till it shit itself. I get it. He squeezed the toad till it shit itself. Tell the real story. Don't act like you don't know about shitting toads. Just saying. Caleb looks like he's enjoying that last cigarette, though. It's sad that he's the only one who seems to be enjoying himself in Nam. It's like he's sightseeing. Look at him. He's all like, I'm going to smoke this cigarette in front of everybody.
He's such a tourist.
Let's see. Rachel says, I don't like the prolonged eye contact, Max. I don't wish to remain anonymous. I sent them.
Prolonged eye contact.
I don't know. I wasn't making eye contact because I can't see your eyes. So
also, it's Nam. Wouldn't you think that he would want to wear camouflage?
He doesn't want to blend in.
Him
Like
in that
standing
fucking
out.
flannel shirt. It's that flannel shirt. It's bad luck.
It's Caleb. He's bad luck.
He is. That's true. I know for certain.
His luck is the only luck that would allow him to walk through Nam with a cigarette in his hand and nobody be detected. Except Harold. Harold's on his cut case. He knows what's going on. What we got next?
This is on our Facebook group.
Yes.
Open to all of our members to make their opinions known if they want to share things, whatnot. And sometimes people share their opinions with us.
Well, that's wrestling fans all have opinions.
Well, you want to go ahead? Do you want to read this?
I'll read it.
Take this?
Yeah. I swear WWE thinks its fan base is brain dead. They just may be. Brock demolished Cody on Raw, and Cody shows up the next week, not a bruise, limp, scratch, not even a cut. The beating Brock gave him should have put anyone out for months, but no, Cody comes back like it ain't nothing, gives a shitty explanation for losing to Roman Reigns at Mania, then challenges Brock for Backlash. Give me a break. I need WWE detox, I swear it insults my intelligence. Alright, let me break this down for you real quick. Cody Rhodes did not have a bruise, limp, scratch, or a cut. Well, the reason that he didn't have a scratch or a cut is because he wasn't cut open, therefore there wouldn't be one. The limp, the man... Here's the deal. You want to that's the thing with WWE wrestling fans. You want something new. You want something unpredictable. We're tired of Roman Reigns. He's, we don't want Roman to win the Royal Rumble. He wins the Royal Rumble. People bitch. We want Daniel Bryan to win the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan doesn't win the Royal Rumble. People bitch. But we want something new. We don't want it to know what's coming every week. So what did they do? They built Cody and he lost. Why? Because it was the unpredictable fucking thing to do. You ask for something different, you get something different, and you bitch. I'm sorry, Will Miller is one of my friends, and also very intelligent when it comes to professional wrestling. That's not the argument I have here. The argument I have here is that his opinion, while he validates his own opinion with his own show, and more power to you. But the
here's our opinion.
Explanation of losing to Roman, what do you want him to say? Do you want him to come out and be like, I got beat?
He did.
He did. You're upset that he challenges Brock to a match at Backlash? Why? It's money. This is a Dusty Rhodes finish. It is a Dusty Rhodes story. Dusty Rhodes did the same thing when he wrestled Ric Flair the first time, didn't win the title, and then he got Vader. It's a rehash storyline that's been around since '87. Technically, they didn't give you anything new, but at the same time, it was better than the shit we get every year. Give me a break. If you have a problem with the product, there's two things you can do about it. One, obviously, watch AEW if you think it's better. It's not, but you can watch it. Two, cancel your subscription to the Peacock. A lot of people I've seen online have been saying that stuff.
What
hey, I'm going to cancel it. Huh?
What did we say before?
Well, if you're going to cancel
if you got a problem with creative, watch fucking something else.
Exactly. You're not being forced to watch WWE. Their wheel is not going to stop because you've decided you don't want to watch anymore. Same thing as in this show, any show. If you don't like it, no one's forcing you to watch it. You can cancel your Peacock subscription, but the WWE's not going to miss your $7.99 a month. They're not going to be brokenhearted about it. They make more money whether or not you watch at all. Now, usually this is where Caleb would come in and fly off the handle, because, he does that from time to time. But and he can and some of what he says can be justified.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah,
however, you don't end it with, it insults my intelligence if you're still watching the product that you didn't like in the first place. If you don't like it, New Japan Pro Wrestling has a streaming app. Impact has a streaming app. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other places to get your content. There's plenty of other places to get your content than the WWE. They are not the end-all, be-all. Here's the deal. Turn your TV off and go to a wrestling show. Any wrestling show. Like, I don't know, May 25th, Anna, Illinois. Come see Anna fight. Don't like death matches? Okay. Fine. Don't come. But at the same time, that is your right as a wrestling fan If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Hardcore wrestling's not your style?
Sorry about it. It's not my style, but I enjoy it just as much as anything else. Will, I hate to put you on blast, brother, but that comment isn't the smartest comment I've read, and you're usually better than that. But anyway, let's throw up what we got next.
That is
a chicken, a shake-on, a chicken. That's a meat bird.
Meat bird.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't figure out the label there.
And I couldn't figure out how to spell chicken.
So
instead they went with meat bird. I think they're right.
It's meat.
I always heard it as yard bird.
Yeah, meat bird, yard bird.
Maybe they grew up different.
Devil
don't
bird.
know their truth.
That works two ways, because I also grew up with the yard birds, who also a band.
Okay, so quick.
Oh, are they
Yard
good?
birds.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Not bad?
Pretty tasty.
What do we got next?
That was it.
That's all you have?
That's all I have.
I have like so many more on here. And they were on there. We went through them earlier.
Oh, they must have come off somehow, and I'm not sure.
Oh
exactly
no!
how.
Let me double check.
Let him double check just to make sure.
Oh no.
But yeah, the meat bird. I love meat bird. I think that's hilarious. Where did it go?
Yep, meat bird was the last thing I have.
Last one he's got.
Oh no! Well, I guess I'll have to save the rest for next week.
We will save them for next week then.
I had several more on here, and they didn't get switched through.
Harold, you guys, Harold was the man. Just saying. So next week we'll probably get to see the rest of the postcards that were sent, because look,
yeah, there's.
You see this? Every one of these represents a different postcard that I've gotten. He writes a lot.
Except for the blank page you just showed everybody.
Except for the blank page. This page was mine. So, but anyway, next week we'll start the draft. We'll be a little bit closer to the WWE draft. We'll be one step closer to Roman Reigns' 1000th days. And of course, Gunther will still retain.
By then, Gunther will be in have taken 5th place.
Yeah.
Overall, he's already held the belt longer than anyone in the last 30 years.
Yeah, anyone in the modern era of professional wrestling doesn't even stand close.
Yeah.
So, well, with that in mind, I guess, like I said, be sure to leave a comment in the comments to let us know who we should draft pick for next week, to see who can take one team over the other team. Also, be sure to send us ideas.
I want to go ahead and say, let's give it until 8:50 to allow 3 comments or 3 questions if anybody.
Yeah, go ahead and give us some questions if you got them. 3 wrestling content questions, please. Please stick with the topic of wrestling. Yeah. Next week, like I said, we'll start the draft. There'll be a lot of stuff next week. Next week's going to be a big show. I'm looking forward to it. We've got printouts of every superstar that's on the roster to make our 12 predictions of. Like I said, it'll be 8 superstars, 4 divas, and we'll see who gets the better draft pick from that show to 1 year from then. It should be fun. Do we have any questions?
How about you tell us where they can find us at?
You can find us at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD.
You can find us at youtube.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown.
If you're seeing this right now, you should already know that.
You should know that. But
you can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. You can join us on ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, which has a lot of past videos. Also has access to the Streamlabs. Also, streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, where you can find our merch store.
Merch store!
Where you can find merch like this autism awareness t-shirt.
Merch!
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, hitting the wrong buttons again.
This lovely tank top. This keychain, it's almost so close I can almost grab it. Almost grab it. I can't, though. That's the May drawing. And, of course, on sale until the 8th of May?
Till May 8th.
Till May 8th, his mama's birthday. We have the flip-flops on sale.
Hold it up. It's heavy.
Are you holding it? Just be careful it don't collapse. You don't want it to collapse. Look, movie magic. Movie magic. Movie magic. See, I can almost grab it, but I can't. Does not look like we're going to get any questions, so that's fine, though.
That's okay.
Just be sure,
That's
like
okay.
I said, you have, what did I tell him, till 8:30?
I said
Yeah, I looked. We
like
didn't
one
have
more
any takers.
No takers.
No
Well, here's the
takers.
deal. Next week, we will do
Okay.
the exact same thing. We'll give you a chance for double the points on everything that you can either buy or donate. None of the money comes to us. All the money goes back into the show. We never put it in our pockets. It's not that kind of thing. We're trying to build a better set, better programming. We want to improve so your status also improves with us. What do we got here? I think Caleb needs to wear the tank top next week so we can see it modeled. Well, I don't know. The one we have on screen would be real tiny. We could try. We could try. We might have a picture for you next week, something like that.
I could try it on.
Might put a crop top on. We never know. Sometimes weekends are a little long. We got to blow off some steam.
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to a bar and they put makeup on me live on the internet.
I remember
It
that
was
actually.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really did good
You
for
looked
my
really
eyes.
pretty.
Yeah.
He's a
So, anyways,
pretty
as
good-
always,
We may or may not have that picture for everybody next week.
Max Fury, Big Bad John, is the dog saying, thank you for showing up this week. Don't be sure to like. It helps our algorithm, helps our videos, and as always, from us to you, suck a dick, hey man,
Keep it
in the ring.
Keep it in the ring.